and welcome to another Ryan Sports Views. Tonight I'm previewing Leg 2 of the 2021 Scotiabank Concacaf Champions League Quarterfinals. Cruz Azul versus Toronto FC. Cruz Azul is holding a 3-1 lead on aggregate with 3 away goals, but Toronto is going down to the Azteca where they still believe they could get this one overturned. And I believe it too, but let's get to what I think will happen in this game, or not what I think will happen, but what things look like. Last game Cruz Azul played, they had a 1-1 draw against Xolos Tijuana. It was a 1-1 draw at the last minute. They played a half B team, half A team, but the A players they played were actually their good players. Cabecita started for 1. But they're good players with some of their better B players. On the other hand, I think that means they're going to rotate and still have a half-and-half team, but it's going to be their middle-level good players, but not great players for the start. Cabecita will probably be on the bench, so that's good news. Again, Cabecita will be on the bench. Not saying that's going to stop Cruz Azul. I'm sure they're still going to attack, go forward, play the way they played last week, but as long as we stop them from scoring on set pieces, I think we'll be fine. I honestly think we'll be fine. The set pieces undid us last week. Now, what I mean by fine could be a whole level of outcomes. But if we leave the set pieces defended or not let them get as many set pieces, great. Toronto will have chances going forward. So with that said, I don't hate what this match could be. I don't. I think Toronto's got a great chance. Now, well, not a great chance, but in the circumstances, they got a good chance. Even with Pozuelo out and Soteldo not playing, Mavinga is back. Lorea is back. We needed Mavinga. The defense will be a lot more level and a lot more a lot better. Not a lot more, but a lot better. A lot more congealed. Trying to find the right word. Congealed. I would say that's good. Lorea pushing forward, that'll be great. I don't think Kamar Lawrence will play. Yes, Toronto FC did sign Kamar Lawrence, by the way, today. Just so you know, they did sign him. That is true. I believe it. I think that's a true report. They did sign him, and they're bringing him over. So I like what that is. Now, we could get into that later this week or something, but I like that signing. But, of course, he can't play. It would be good if he could, and they could push Lorea up. But, no. If Soteldo ain't, you sure as hell know Kamar isn't. They haven't even officially announced him yet, even though they signed him. So, there you go. But that's more of a couple of weeks later an MLS thing. I like it, though. Don't get me wrong. I like it. But Richie being back, great. Hopefully he could have time to push up and create more. I like that. And then Mavinga at center, perfect. So with that, my starting 11 tomorrow, what I would do. In goal, I'd like to say Westberg, but God knows Armis's guy, I think, is Bono. I think Bono is his guy. I don't know why, but I think Alex Bono is his guy. And I don't like it, but with Mavinga in front, maybe he won't look as bad. Maybe things will be a little bit more just better, safer, level-headed. That's the word, level-headed. Center, or the back line, left back, Aura, center backs, Chris Mavinga, and Omar Gonzalez. Right back, Richie Lorea. The center defensive mids, I'm going to go with Bradley and Prizo. With the front, not the front three, but the midfield three, I want to see Tsubasa Endo, Jonathan Osorio, and Jacob Schaffelberg as the attacking midfield three. Of course, Endo and Schaffelberg on the wings. Osorio is the number 10. And then as the striker, I want Io Akinola. Io better start. I don't care. He would probably have a better game and give us a better chance of overturning this than Josie Altidore. Give me Io. Give me Io. I don't care. Give me Io Akinola. And the thing that gets me is that, speaking of the 11, well, the lineup, not the 11, Alejandro Pozuelo has been ruled out by Chris Armas, but he's still on the game day squad. He has traveled. So maybe that's Armas playing mind games. Maybe that's just Pozuelo has a chance to talk himself into this, at least for 30 minutes. Or maybe they're letting Pozuelo as a game time decision, but they're not sure that he could play. They're not sure that he may be able to play as a game time decision. But they want to cover themselves if, whatever happens, happens. But I don't think he's out. I don't. If you're on the game day sheet, I don't think you're out. I'm not saying Armas is jumping the gun. I'm not saying he's playing mind games, but you got to think about this. Why would he travel? Why is he on the game day team sheet? Why? If he's not going to play. Or the game day roster, should I say. If he's not going to play, why is he there? Why? I'm just saying, there's a very likely chance that this is either mind games or he's a game day decision. And I'm not saying he's starting, but he could be on the bench. I think Pozuelo's one of those guys that if he feels like he could do it, he'll at least try to talk himself into it. I could see it happening. I'm not saying he's out. I don't think, if you're on the game day team sheet, you've traveled, and you're this close, they say he's right behind Mavinga. Damn it. If he thinks he could do it, he may. At least 30 minutes. If he does. I'm not saying he's starting, but I don't think he's out. I really don't. It's a lot more nuanced than how it's been promoted, I think. Or talked about to me. So, I don't think he's out. I just think there's a possibility that he could be a sub. That he will be there on the bench. If needed. Getting into the point that, for me, here's the point. So with this, my prediction, should I say, I think Toronto could turn it around, even if Pozuelo doesn't play at all. I think they could turn it around. I think that it's going to be a remontada, a Cruz Azul. I really do. I'm sure, even hearing Pozuelo's possibly out, or Armas saying he's out, and Soteldo's not there, I'm still 100% sure a Cruz Azul is going to happen. Don't ask me why, but I'm sure, 100% sure, Toronto overturns this, Cruz Azul happens. I'm sure. I am. It's a funny feeling in my body, but the last time I was this sure about a Toronto FC big match, big playoff tournament match, was the 2019 Eastern Conference Final. Everybody was counting us out against Atlanta, going down to Atlanta. And I'm like, nah, we're going to win. No, we're going to win. I was 100% sure. If y'all remember, I was 100% sure. 100%. And by the way, we were down a couple of good players. We were down, kind of like this situation, even though it was a one-leg game. We were down a couple of our best players at that point. Now, those players are not some of our best players right now, but back then, I'm just saying, things aren't as crazy as they seem. They really aren't. When I feel this way, whenever we've won big matches, I've never been nervous. I just know they could do it. And I think they would do it. I'm 100% certain Cruz Azul is going to happen. I really am. I'm serious. I'm 100% certain. 100% certain. You could throw this on Twitter when it doesn't happen, but I'm 100% certain. Even without Pozuelo, even without Soteldo, just having two of the four big guns. Maybe, as I said, possibly Pozuelo off the bench, if that is to happen. So 2.5, at least, if not 2. It's going to happen. Toronto is going to win this match 3-0. That's all they have to do. I think Mavinga is going to help this team pitch a shutout. Well, clean sheet, but you get my point. 3-0 Toronto. They're going to win this tie. They will have their chances. They will create the chances. They are going to win this tie. Simple as. Cruz Azul will choke again. They will choke again, as is normal for them. But this time it's in Concacaf instead of the league. But I think they'd rather win the league and choke here than choke in the league and win Champions League. So I don't think they'll be that mad by the time the Liga MX is lifted. See, at least I give you that. So there you go. But yes, Toronto will force the Cruz Azul have the remontada, 3-0 Toronto. That's my prediction. It's going to happen. And if I'm wrong, troll me on Twitter. But I don't think I will be. I don't think I will be wrong. So there you go. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends tomorrow. Live and RSR for Cruz Azul versus Toronto. It's going to be a good day. And if whatever happens, if what I think is going to happen happens, I'm about to go viral. So let's go, right? You love to see it. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Let's go turn this around.